Welcome to your daily tarot energy reading. I am Veronica. This is Veronica's Dreams. So, I've decided to do an extra one for today. It's kind of getting into the afternoon, but I feel like a lot of you listen later anyway. So we'll just call this a weekend reading, current energy or as well. Let's just see what's going on today. And hey, you know what? If you feel so inclined, you could hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me. Also, comments are very much appreciated. Let's get started here. Maybe. I feel like there's something that we really need to know. Let's see if we can discover that. Current situation. 10 of Cups. Present influence. Ace of Swords. Oh, well, I like that. What we don't know or don't see. 2 of Cups. Okay, interesting energy, guys. Unexpected. Ace of Cups. Interesting. What to look for? Page of Swords, challenge. 2 of Swords, strength, judgment. And where does this lead? 7 of Wands, Page of Wands. I'm going to pull one more. Hermit. Interesting. Advice is going to be 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is 7 of Cups. So there's something about choices here. Looks really interesting to have the 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups all in this area right here. So there's something with partnership, love, comfort, new project. I'm thinking where to put these darn cards. Okay. And I guess, I'm thinking that maybe there is this energy with this Ace of Swords that you're learning something new or an epiphany or something's beginning here. We'll clarify this and we'll clarify the 10 of Cups. So your current situation is a relationship that you're pretty comfortable in. I would say either we'll find out more with this Ace of Swords. What is this Ace of Swords really about? What's this either epiphany or new knowledge or new beginning? Because it definitely is putting you in a place with this 10 of Cups. Is this 10 of Cups a current situation that you're in? Or is this something that's coming in? And it could be either or. I'm trying to find my clarifiers. Let's use the Ghost. Let's use a different deck to clarify, just to get a different look here. So let's see, what is the Ace of Swords telling us today in the present influence? I just feel like there was something important to do here. I usually 4 of Wands, Lovers. You are definitely, this is something new happening. There's something that you're celebrating with a partnership or something here. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, this is a new feeling. It's either, it could be coming back around. We do have the Judgment and the Strength, but I feel like more importantly, like the Ace of Swords is saying, this is new. It's either a new one, it could be a new understanding of a relationship or partnership that you celebrate, like that makes you pretty happy. This feels really good. Let's see, let's look at more of the 10 of Cups. What's the 10 of Cups about? What is the 10 of Cups? Tell me 2 cards with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. We've got Magician with 10 of Wands. So this would be, yeah, like I would say you were unsure. So most of you know how I read the Magician. Sometimes it's a sleight of hand type deal, like where you're not seeing everything. And I feel like that's been a real burden here. And I feel like that Ace is making things a little more clear. You'll understand something a little better. This is definitely a relationship either you've been in from time to time or you are in. The Ace of Cups is in the unexpected, so something new arrives, but I feel like you're learning something about a current situation, a current relationship that's making you realize what was so heavy. Like there's something, I don't feel like it is right now. I feel like you're learning something of why it was heavy or why you felt like it was weighing you down, and you're going to learn that I feel like this weekend or soon, if not already. Let's see what this Two of Cups is in the unseen. There's a Two of Cups. That's a partnership. That's something happening. Someone could be watching you. Someone could be having an eye on you. Someone that thinks you're pretty, all that. Or, you know, they really care about you or like you or something. But I don't think you realize the extent of it. That's why it's in the unseen. Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Yeah, there's something here. You know, with the Two of Pentacles, it's the juggling, right? Like when you're trying to find room for all the life areas and trying to figure that out. Well, sometimes if someone else is doing something really focused on one life area or something, and things kind of clear up and they have time and they're like focusing on you now because kind of their life's opened up a little bit. I would say with the King of Swords though too, that this could be, you know, someone that has their eye set, right? Because they know what they want and stuff. So I do feel like it's someone that is kind of either has room or has things have cleared up enough for where they're like recognizing you in general, because we have Ace of Cups in the unexpected. So let's look at that. I mean, that's a new beginning, new relationship, new a new beginning of some sort. But when I look at Ace of Cups and I think of new beginnings, it's something that's really important. And you know, eh, even sometimes I look at the Ace of Cups as like a new home or something new happening within the family or new creative endeavor that you might be working on. And it could be a relationship with all of these relationship cards, lovers, 10 of Cups. I'm thinking it could be that, but let's see, because this is showing up in the unexpected. So tell me about this Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, Page of Cups, yeah, Page of Cups and Two of Swords. We had the Two of Swords, yep, in your challenge. You're going to have to make a decision here, um, because you are going to get an offer from somebody. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll learn more about who. If this, I feel like this is different because you have this Two of Cups in the unseen, and I feel like with this new offer, with this Page of Cups, with there's like a decision you have to make here. Like, what do you want to do with this? So there is an offer and you have to decide what you want to do. Now, it's up to you to decide what you want to do with that Ace of Cups. It is an opportunity. It is that Page of Cups, a gift, an offer coming in. Let's take a look at this Page of Swords and what to look for. I feel like it's almost saying you've done the work, but let's see. Um, Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Yeah, the commitment, the celebration. Um, is this something that, okay, so the commitment and the celebration, this could be like wedding or future, a future with somebody or something. The Page of Swords is asking you to look for, this is what to look for. The Page of Swords, the hard work, the focus. Is this going to be worth that hard work and focus? Are you going to be able to get a commitment? And is it going to lead you to this Four of Wands, which feels good and right and all of the good things? It's just asking you to really look at that. It's not saying you should or shouldn't. I think there's more down here that we'll get to, but let's keep going. Two of Swords is in your challenge, which I totally just feel like it's going to be hard to make a decision here. Um, that's all there's the distance. I think honestly, what I'm seeing and feeling and understanding is that you are at this 10 of Cups is a different situation than this Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups comes in and it leaves you at a point where, do I want to do this or not with this new situation, new partnership, new friendship, new even work. It could be work, could be anything, but because it's the Ace, it feels good and feels right. So it's going to lead you say, oh, should I do this? And it just might be hard. The Judgment's in your strength. So this is renewal. What does this mean in your strength though? I want to look a little bit further into that. It's interesting to, yeah. Well, I'm going to pull both of those. Okay, so the King of Swords with the wheel, that's why it popped out. The King of Swords popped out. So this King of Swords, wasn't that down here? Yeah, with the Two of Cups. This could be something that is that's coming back around. So this would be someone that's very intellectual. You could have an intellectual relationship with this person, and it's definitely coming back around, and that is definitely in your strength here. So I do feel like, yeah, it's like, okay, um, it's coming back around. So it's good. The wheel to the with the King of Swords and the Seven of Cups is here again, still making you wonder about the choices that you have to deal with. So the Seven of Wands is where this leads. So we've got Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Hermit. So the Seven of Wands, right, is kind of like standing up for yourself, protecting yourself to some degree or another. Page of Wands can be messages or just diving into something. Oh, my glasses are sitting wrong. And then the Hermit is actually taking time out to really discover something here. I find that really interesting to go from the Page to the Hermit, because that's like all in, oops, kind of feeling like you really step back. Now, the advice is the Four of Swords, which is interesting too. So let's take a look first. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands. What is there anything more we need to know about this Seven of Wands first? Knight of Cups, Three of Swords. You're going to want to protect yourself from being hurt. There's something here where you're protecting yourself. That's what you're standing up for, so that you don't get hurt. And I would say be careful of that, because you you might get hurt. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but getting hurt's scary, but you don't find out if they're you won't know if you don't try. And I guess if you take it with, like, if this is right, it's right, and it will be. If it's not, then and look at it differently. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this could be a really good beginning, so I'd be really careful. The Knight of Cups is really sweet energy coming in. Doesn't mean it's your lifelong partner, but I feel like this is like supposed to give it a go. The Page of Wands, is this a message, or is this, I think you're jumping into it, but then you hesitate with that Hermit. Tell me more about this Page of Wands. Let's see. That's the feeling I'm getting. So let's see if that's the truth. Seven of Swords with the Star. Yeah, you're going, okay. This is this is like the Seven of Swords. Even though you feel like maybe something was taken from you in the past, this is like a dream, a very important person or relationship to you. The Star. So I think you're going to say, yes, I'm willing to take the risk here. So that's your first incline that you're inclined to do. And then we have the Hermit. So what's this Hermit telling us here? Okay, you go to the Hermit, and maybe that's like, let's see, because the Hermit to me is that search, is that it's time alone too. Four of Swords with the Death card. I feel like you've already done the healing. I'm going to be honest with you. Even when I looked at this Four of Swords here, my first thought was, whoa, wait, the healing's done here. But I think the healing is bringing about change, and that's why this is coming up and is important. There is a hesitation here, but it's to allow yourself to grow with this Death card coming in. So the Hermit is taking a reprieve, but I only feel like it's to allow things to grow. It's it You're gonna go. The answer is yes, you go for it, but then you take a step back, because you know that there's something either within you that needs to grow, or within the situation that needs to grow, or within them that needs to grow. But you realize that, and that's that hesitation. So it stops there, but I don't think this stops there. These are really good cards moving in. Your Four of Swords is saying, I think it's, you have to determine, is your healing done? Are you done healing? Is it time, or do you need more? I mean, I think that's all it's saying here. And then I would just take a look at that. But yeah, I feel like I don't want to like go too much into that. I would say you need to go into that. You need to look at your options and say, am I healed from this? Have I taken enough time? And then I think that hermit, though, I think that hermit will let you know, because the star clarified this page of wands, and the star is in this hermit. And maybe you're just wanting to make sure that this is your star. And this is where you really want to go, that this is going to be your wishes and your dreams. Keep in mind, you had the star as a clarifier and the wheel as a clarifier. That's really good energy. I feel like this reading is super positive. So there you have it. Here's your extra reading for the week. Take care. Have a beautiful day.